Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, and I made it to the birthday. Got pretty much everything done except the embroidery on this fine pillow. So, this is Mr. Krabs. He needs a mouth, some irises, and a little bit of on here. But other than that, he's looking pretty fine. A lot better than I thought he was going to look anyways with his eyes I had to design. So, let's hang out and chat for a minute. So, I spent a lot of time working on these amigurumis. A lot. For example, this kind of bothers me still. See how this is not the same? It's close enough that it's not so bad, but this shouldn't be as pronounced. I notice it, nobody else has. So we're just going to leave it as is, and that was one of the downfalls. These are going to disappear shortly. These arms are really stuffed, and they're just going to have to work in a little bit more, and they will be fine. Same thing with the head. We're doing a little work in it to get it together. It's quite large. It really is. He's quite large. So, I still have to finish him. Probably going to get him done probably tonight or tomorrow. Continuing on with our SpongeBob extravaganza, I guess. This is his pet, Gary. I'm not crazy about how this worked out. It has a weird twist in it that I'm really struggling to make it work. So I've been trying to shape it quite a bit. Sorry, that's my outfit there. I'm wearing my pajamas. These were okay to make. This was a little bit trickier because it's supposed to be a loop and it doesn't quite match the other side. I tried. What are you going to do? A couple straws in here. The eye part here. This part of the actual eyes with the irises and the little shines here. Those are all me. They were not included. The balls were. But that was about it. Some people put a little mouth on it. I don't think snails need a mouth. And yeah. Let's give it a bit of a smush. Still working on its shape here and there. And this is Gary the Snail. He is SpongeBob's pet. I think I did alright. Alright. Comparing it to some stuff I did 2 years ago. Not bad. Oh, also, apparently I've been on YouTube for a year now, and that's pretty exciting as well as it being my son's birthday. So, hi. Happy year anniversary. Yay. Yay. Alright. This gentleman is Patrick Star. He is SpongeBob's best friend. So far, the favorite part is his belly button. Everybody loves the shapes of it. I did pretty good with that. I don't mind the eyes. Just a little quirky grin. His little arms, little chubby belly. Flowers are separate. They're not in the pattern, so they are definitely textured. The shorts came out nice. I think he worked out really well. This one was one of the easier ones because the pattern was pretty straightforward, and any mistakes that were in there were easy enough for me to just figure out. I mean, he's stuffed into his little bathing suit here, but he looks great. Colors worked out really well. I'm really happy with him. Really pleased with how he came out. Gary's good. He's good. He's great. I don't mind him. Love the colors. But again, this here is making it hard for him to sit flat. He's got a bit of a wobble, so to put him on a shelf or something, he's going to be a little tricky. He may fall over here and there. And my biggest one of the SpongeBob group is the gentleman here. He is a customer who is not impressed. He's kind of sarcastic. My kids love the customers in the Krabby Shack. Right? No, the Chum Bucket. Pretty sure it's the Chum Bucket. I don't really watch SpongeBob. The kids do, so if I get it wrong, please excuse me. I just tried my best to come up with their more favorite characters. This arm is movable. This one is attached to his drink. The straw is real, comes in and out. We did go with the big lavender lips. After he was all said and done, my son took a look at him, said something was missing, and we put eyebrows in. The legs were a little bit weak, so I stuffed in some wooden dowels. Let's see if I can turn it over and show. So he should be able to have a little more structure and be able to stand up better. His legs aren't so weak. And the stuffing will have to be moved a little bit, so that'll look better soon enough. The eyes were a challenge because when I made them, I ended up making them long ways. And I put them on and everything, and I did not like them. So the pupils, I'm kind of struggling with shaping them still. But it does give him that whole air of boredom. I'm unimpressed. The hands really shaped really well. The feet were a little bit tricky, like I've said before. And I'm not crazy about the way the two went together because I had to ad lib. This here was in the picture of the pattern, but not in the actual pattern. So that's fun. There was a few times that happened with these patterns. And this part. This was really tricky to do. This took a very long time because I had to sew each and every one on. They all have a little tiny bit of stuffing. And I'm still working on shaping them because I wanted them to kind of have a bit more of a spiky out there. So by tomorrow, I should have them in the shape that I wanted in the first place. So just manipulating it a little bit should help. Squeezing this part here to make them look a little bit more substantial. Really seems to make a difference. See, this one looks a little sad now because the other ones are all like there. There, that looks a lot better to me. So this one was definitely my most time-consuming. Because I mean, he's huge. This is my hand, and he comes from my tip of my fingers to my elbow. He's a big guy. A lot of small pieces, a lot of sewing. Took me almost 3 days to put him together, but he's worth it. My son and my daughters are all absolutely in love with him. So I'll take that as a giant success. Really excited about that. Okay, as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4 SpongeBob characters, we have Grizz. My daughter pulled this off today already. She was being a little rough with him. My son got really upset about that. Don't mess with his bears. Got Grizz. We got Panda. And Ice Bear. Let's put Grizz in the middle so maybe he'll kind of stand out a little better with the whites beside him. Okay, so they're all pretty much the same pattern. Close look. Got their little noses. I tried to make them a little bit differently shaped on each one so they'd have a different personality because the bears definitely have very unique personalities. They had little blushes and their little mouths were all like that. And their little round tummies. no tail, little ears, and cute little arms. His one ear kind of flips, which gives him a little bit of a personality. I put this around here because the eyes just plain really didn't, they just blended. It was really not making his face pop out at all. And I didn't really like that. Those arms, those cute little legs. This was really nice to stitch with this particular yarn. This is a Loops and Threads again. Their brown selection is pretty nice right now. And this is Pandy. So he's got his 2 ears up here. And he had these black round pieces. Oh, piece of hair. Excuse me, I'm always losing my hair. He's got these 2 black round pieces. So I had to put the white around so you could see the beads because I used just regular beads. And his nose is slightly shaped differently than the other ones. Let's take a look, compare all their noses together. Quite a bit different. And their smirks are almost the same. Their eyebrows are pretty close. And he was a little more tricky because of all the color changes, which turned out not bad. Color changing right about here, going all the way up. Not bad. Barely noticeable, and that's what I like. So I'm very happy with how he turned out and how they turned out. Okay, wow, I didn't realize this. So I just want to go and take a look at how I want to stitch all my details on. And I'm noticing here for the first, probably not my first time, but just noticing for sure that I don't have his nose. Looking at these pictures over here, my phone, I don't know if you can see that, but they're kind of small and they are zigzagged and they are not in my pattern. So that again is going to be something I have to work out on my own and figure out. So that's exciting for me. So in the meantime, I'm going to put his pupils on so I feel a little less weird about him being in my room when I go to bed tonight. I'm just kidding. Maybe. I think I'm going to have to secure his eyes just a bit more. They feel a bit loose. I'm just going to do a couple nice little pull throughs over here. Now, looking at the picture, they're a little more round, so maybe I'll just pull this out and make them a little bit more roundish. I don't know. Crabs, I tell ya. Money grabbing, money loving, crabs. Like, I am aware of the SpongeBob universe. I'm just not a big fan. Or my kids think it's like so great. And that's great on them. I'm happy for them. It's on in my house quite often, so I do pick up some stuff here and there. I've watched an episode or two. Oh, that's not very cool. Come on, go through. I'm going to come through here. And we're going to come through up here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my results here with my amigurumis. They were really, really challenging patterns. Like this one's still challenging me. I got a piece that's called a hood. And I don't know what it's for. I don't think it's for plankton. And I don't see anywhere. It doesn't make any sense to me where it's supposed to go. So that is going to be one to figure out. And it doesn't help because it's not telling me what color to make it. And they always tell me what color to make it. So it's making it a little extra confusing for me. Because why would it be easy, right? Right. But it is Easter this week too, so that's on my radar. I already have a couple things planned, not executed, but are going to be soon enough. And I'm probably going to end up making plankton as well because I meant to have that one done. Because he is in the same pattern as this one. I would like to finish the cheetah. I've got quite a few pieces of them left, but I'm kind of intimidated by the hands and the shoes. There's a lot of small pieces that need to be made. And then figuring out how to put it together. Some of it's not quite making sense to me when I'm looking at how to put it together, and that's half the problem too. Okay, we're going to give you your eyes, so then when I look over at you, it's not so scary. Gotta have the pupils. They're everything. I'm just kidding, he's not scaring me. But, get a little work done on him while we chat today. I'm pretty proud of my accomplishments, especially when I was helping clean up my daughter's toys the other day, and I came across these adorable unicorns that I made that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and they are little unicorns that live inside Easter eggs. The Easter eggs turned out way huge, and nobody really cares about them, so that was kind of a wasted effort. But the unicorns are quite popular in the house. We have one that's awake and one that's sleeping, so they're quite different, but quite similar. Let's see how we're looking. That is looking pretty good. Okay, so I think we're going to do this here, and we're going to call it even. Yeah, I looked at the hood part that I was just talking about a few minutes ago, and I thought maybe it was the back of the eyeballs. It's not, and there's no back of the body pictures of the pattern, so I can't tell if I'm supposed to do red back here. I hope I'm not. I don't want to. I'm going to do the nose roughly about there, and that's going to be a little tricky for me because it is a zigzaggy, so I might have to look back. Oh, Pikachu tail. That's right. Last year I did Pokemon balls, little Pokemon characters, and there's a Pikachu, and he has a jagged tail. I can just kind of borrow elements of that to make his nose. But I'll just go on the rounds, maybe? I'll have to give it some thought. And that's basically going to stop me for the rest of the night on him, because I can do quite a bit of the embroidery, but I won't be able to get his nose done because I'm kind of stuck thinking about how should I do this. And we want to put you there. We're going to want to go up. And go. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Krabs is voiced by the amazing Clancy Brown. Love Clancy Brown. He has a very distinct voice, and I love it when he does voiceovers in cartoons. I've enjoyed his acting for quite a few years, but I always recognize his voice. I find it very distinct. There. Yeah, that is right. That's the smile he should have. Okay. I'm going to go like that. Not bad. And I'm going to start roughly about here. Go about, that's a little bit too low. We're going to go here. Just looking at the picture and comparing. No, I don't think that's right. I think I gotta go all the way to the top. Okay, so that one goes like that. Okay. I prefer it to the top, I think. So we're just gonna stop here. Go to here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Boom. There we go. There we go. 2. To about there. So I'll give that. I'll give that. And give it one of those. So, compare. Compare. Beautiful. Give a squeeze. Give a little squeezy. Looking amazing here, Mr. Krabs. And we just need your nose and these eyes to be on a little bit tighter. I feel they're a bit loose. The arms are good. I was pretending to get him to beat up my kids, and my one daughter said he's got some pretty hard punches. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff. So, right here. Okay. Right here. And that should be... Well, some of them have a little bit of... a zipper deal. At least one of them in the pictures does not, so... The detail... that I am willing to put in. That isn't even a straight across, so that's why that looked all weird to me. Okay. Gold Fuzz came out with it. Ha ha ha. Amazing. So, go across here to here. To back down. There we go. And then let me grab a bit of yellow. I don't have any gold or silver, but I do have a bit of yellow. And this looks like it might just be enough to do what I want. Okay. And then it's just securing the eyes a bit and making as a nose. Now, if I really want to get fancy with it, I could also put a couple pieces in here just to show that he's got belt loops. I probably will. I'm going this far, I might as well go all the way. and down. Now which side? No, that didn't turn out very square, did it? Looks a little wonky to me. It's a little wonky donkey. Thank you. So, we'll try that again. If you first don't succeed, try again. Go all the way. I'm gonna go from here. Seems a little bit big, but we'll see how this works out. Yeah, that feels a bit large. That's too big. Go a little smaller. I think that's what we're gonna do. And this is a really nice color of butter from Loops and Threads. I'm quite impressed with that color. I think it's great. I'm usually more of a sunshiny yellow, so that's a compliment. But I mean, the color of butter is pretty fantastic. Oh, I might be getting snacky, can you tell? Alrighty. So these are the amigurumis I've been working on for the past couple weeks, and pretty exclusively my content has been all amigurumi pieces. Thank you for bearing with me. I wanted to make something very memorable for my son. Make sure that sticks out a little so you can see that. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. And give you the squeeze. Come on. I don't want that poking through. So, later on I'm probably going to throw on these purple pieces. So far, that's what we got for Mr. Krabs. He looks fantastic. I'm pretty happy with him. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I'll see you again very soon.